G'day everyone, welcome along, welcome back to Steel Horse Station. Goodness, we've got a crowd in, we're up to 5 already. Thanks for dropping by. We are on our way to the Oaks. Hi Mark, I see you there. Unusually you have some company, which is good to see. Well, not unusually, but it's often just you and John getting started. Mark, perfectly fine for you to be lurking, Mark. Mark 2, Mark Coffee. But welcome in, great to see you. We lurkers are very welcome here. So let's jump across. I was just getting organised. Well, only progressed a little way. We'll sort of run for an hour or two and then roll the day over, but I thought we would actually get the harvester out and get started on our wheat fields, seeing as it's ready. We don't want the corn header, so let's just back you out of there. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Decided to go. Oh well, hey, that works for me, Mark. People should feel free to take as many connections as they want. Now, just get this out of here without doing any damage. Oh, there you go. So two of you've got two signals each. Hey, that works. And then there's Mark Coffee lurking in the background. So that accounts for the 5. Everybody present and correct. Well, since last week's stream, got a few chores done. Started tidying a few things up. Did spend a little bit of the cash that we generated to do some maintenance. You can just see a truck heading past from one of the contracts. I could watch my own stream, but then that would require more thought than I've put into the whole exercise. Now, what are we going to do here to get this header? I think what we'll do, it's a little bit cozy here. What we might actually go around to the back road. That might be the easiest way to get started. And get the trailer off the through road. You'll notice I picked up a couple of extra contracts that popped up. And of course, in its inimitable fashion, the contract system decided to start delivering product to the contractors on field 168 rather than the one I was actually doing on field 89, but never mind. We'll toodle up here, and there's a lot of space up here where we got room to actually swing a cat and get our header sorted out. As I was about to say, after getting convinced we were experiencing early spring, we got a bit of an Antarctic blast over the weekend, so it's gone back to winter-like temperatures. Why are you attached to there? There you go. Which was a little bit of a shock to the system, but not really as much as Canberra, which, judging by the news tonight, had a very odd temperature range for this time of year. An overnight minimum of -5, but up to 17 in the daytime, so it's all a bit strange. Right, let's unfold you, and what are we going to do here? We will... Well, let's just go and cut a couple of headlands first. We'll get a message when the other harvester needs an empty. But I think the least we can do is our own fields. Folks been up to? Anything interesting in your respective worlds? John, have you caught up on the Grand Prix? Have I got to stay off that subject? Drop in the auger wagon while we're on the way past. Family coverage. Is he holding his own or deteriorating, Mark? I can imagine that must be terribly difficult. I get frustrated when I forget little things that I should have, well, I think I should have known. So I can only imagine when there's actually something going on there. And what did you think, John? I must admit I quite enjoy Baku. I like it as a circuit, so I think it makes for interesting racing, and just a little bit different. The skill as they drive through the castle section just is breathtaking, I think. The accident in the end was did make it better for Norris, so no doubt about that. I thought it was a bit of a shame because it you know, on many levels, because it was otherwise a pretty clean sort of a race. I thought it was quite gripping how close it was for the last 15 laps, basically. Just, you know, at any point, particularly on such a circuit where you've got to be so precise and you know there's dust, so easy for any one of the leaders to have made a mistake and, you know, ruin their day and someone else's. And that sort of just killed the tension, I guess. I don't consider Saints to blame either. I don't know what else. I mean, when you kind of look at it in retrospect, he'd driven 49 laps around there, and he would have taken the line he was on for every single one of those. And the fact that he was drifting ever so slightly, well, that's whether he was just following the racing line. If anybody made, well, my sense is Sergio made 2 mistakes. I think he underestimated, because it's very difficult to see, but where the nose of his car was, and whether he intended to pull to the right ever so slightly or not. I think he created the impact, and they were going so quick and it's so narrow. Once they touched in that way, both cars were going to go round. So it'd be interesting to see what the wash up is when people get into a position to be able to analyse it. And I'm sure it'll be dissected just when everyone gets to Singapore. But I don't think it'll make Sergio particularly well. I don't think it'll increase his popularity in the upper echelons of Red Bull, let's put it that way. So interesting times. The other thing that I thought was pretty cool from the race was the performances of... What are you doing? Why are you misbehaving? It was very weird. Of Ollie Behrman and what's the young chap? Colapinto's... Is he Frank? Frank, have I got the right guy? Yes. I did smile inwardly at that. I think if I'd had a speech bubble, it would have been, couldn't have happened to a nicer chap. Something along those lines. I still have that bail just so that I remember something that I've forgotten, John. Which reminds me, I've just done the headland without the straw swath on, so that's what it was there for, so that I remembered to turn the straw swath on the baler, on the harvester. So that'll probably get another one in there. And then what we can do... Let's just leave you parked there for the minute. And I've still got no on that. There we go. Now we've got a straw swap. Birds are deafening. I think it's bizarre that I haven't seen a message for. I might just do around the grounds. Are you full? Why did you not show me that you were full? Now the truck's back. Good. And I did like Oscar's overtake on Leclerc. That reminded me of Ricardo in his heyday, that's for sure. There you are on courseplay. What are you waiting for? How weird. I swear I did 3 or 4 rows over the weekend when I was just fiddling around, and the tractor never, the combine never stopped for me on the unload, and yet today it has. Very bizarre. Well, so I don't think so, John. That's what I'm just saying, is because I'd done it a couple of times the last time I was logged on and it wasn't waiting on unload. So I got it. Never mind. We won't worry about it. Gotta go back over here to find my... So we'll rip out 2 headlands. I was actually trying to figure out how to do a workshop on John's farm. I find anything that sort of feels like it fits in. I've used in the past, there's a couple of nice Lancy Boy workshop mods that they put into the context we've got here with these barns. They just don't sort of feel completely right. I'll show you where I'm thinking about and what I'm thinking shortly. And welcome along if you've just joined us. Thanks for popping in. Great to have you here. I'll pause next time we fill the harvester because we'll have to go and get a truck to empty the auger wagon. And we're just going to send all this grain straight down to the pig food factory, so transport's not too much of an issue. Look, we're on fire tonight. 9 folks in, great to see you. Well, at least 9 sessions active based on what I learnt in the first couple of minutes, but I'll take it any way it comes up. That was a short, sharp one. In and out, didn't like what they saw. Didn't like the sound of my voice. Sharp enough to crack paint, maybe. Curdle milk. No, 96%. So just toodle across there, stick the auger out, and stop before we get into too much trouble. Try not to bang her head on the header. Corn's looking all right over there. And yes, I did notice the yield was pretty good. Main reason it varies, it fluctuates a little bit, is we didn't get the lime as even as I would have liked, but compared to the first year, substantial improvement. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't do, turn the plow. There is a ploughing contract that Ringo's working on. It's that one up on field 94 at 51%. As fate would have it, it's actually the field that we had to sell that Paul didn't actually harvest last year. Don't know why it does that. Something about it doesn't like the linkage. Don't know why. It's not like this is a little tractor. Pretty sure the 924 weighs over 10 tons, so it's not tiny. Okay, that's that full. So let's put your auger out. Vacuum over here to the side. Let's just go around the grounds. This will enable us to pick up a... We'll just run back up with this truck will do for the minute. So this is where I was thinking of. I thought this would make a really good area for a workshop. And what I was imagining was sort of like a big coverall sort of shed here. I mean, you could potentially put a garage type bay in the back. I was just trying to want the shed that I was contemplating. I'm just worried it's just a fraction too big. Is this one? Where are we here? It's in. It certainly illustrates the concept of what I'm going for. Where are we? I can find it. It's not that one. Too small. Ah, was one of. So I like this guy. So this one's. So the only problem is to slot him in. He's just a fraction bigger than I wanted for that orientation, but I suppose there's enough room to. Because what I was kind of going for was a large undercover area where vehicles that you're working on are protected from the weather, but that didn't need to necessarily be inside, which seemed to me to be in keeping with how the farm would go. And the advantage of this one is it's got an open panel at the back, which sort of seemed to fit in. I don't know what people think, whether you reckon that sort of goes in that spot. And we could make that work. I suppose I could always pave out a little bit further in front of it to increase the apron at the front. Just going to make sure it doesn't clip with the silo there. But something like that might work. And that way this is the same shed that we took the harvester out at the beginning of the episode. So it kind of is in keeping. And you'll see what I mean. If I put anything else there, it kind of just doesn't. That's the wrong sort of shed. They don't sort of have the same feel to them, even if you can get. We've got to find one with better scale. Little ease. Glad you don't live in that house, though. I suppose you could always go with something like that. That'd be the other alternative. Do it around that way, I guess. I don't know, if parts of Britain I've been in, that's pretty normal. I mean, you could just as easily have a working rail yard back here for. That wouldn't be unusual for little cottages like that to back onto some industrial setup. Spots like that all over Britain. Anyway, that's the concept. I suppose if the reason I didn't mind that, but to make it work, The problem is, for instance, trying to get a harvester in there. It's just too small with all of the posts at the front. It needs more frontal clearance. Suppose I could, at a pinch, I could do it that way. Maybe that would work. You know, that probably would do the trick. Okay. That might be a better size compromise. It sort of just fits in there. We can blend it in a little bit without too much messing about. Let's whack him down. See what we think. Yeah, I kind of like that. What I have found that works, and to your point on the neighbours, it's a little more sympathetic to the neighbourhood than that other one. But that's where this tool really comes in handy, because you say, well, okay, it's just a fraction too high, so let's just bring him down a whisker. Where's the edge of that building? And then just slide him back there so that the wall lines up. Perfect. So that tool works a treat. I like that. Good job, team. Thank you. Let's go and empty this auger wagon. It'll be time to go and empty the other harvester as well. That adjustment functionality on that move tool, because the other thing that I'd already shown before, but it just bears remembering, is that that move will work for any placeable on the map. That even the stuff that the map, some of the things that the map maker has built in, it depends on how they've built them in, but if they've just positioned them as Brisco does, as rudimentary placeables, then you can adjust them. So if I hadn't liked an aspect of the shed that I put it alongside, I could have played with that a little to make it fit as well. Right. Why are you not? Why can't I make that? I thought I could adjust the auger arm. Yeah, no, I'm trying to... I thought I could actually adjust the head on the arm so that it would... so that I could get it to lay down a little more. Might be an open cover. Okay. Maybe not. I might be thinking of a different wagon. So we're going to send you from here. What field are we on? 140. heading south. And we want you to go to the pig food factory, unload inputs, and do that with wheat, please. Let's try hitting the correct button. Do that without driving over the crop. Excellent. Whoops, get out of there. That's all good. Now, if we set you up to unload combine on that field. Start that. Whoops. And you are gonna kill that course. Set up a new course. Two headlands will be fine. Start on the headlands, sharp corners. And what have you got? Work. And nearest waypoint. That. What are you doing? If I get back in and take control, I'll destroy crops, so we'll just let him have his weird moment here. Why are you not harvesting? That's the cause. Going back in waypoints, maybe that was the problem. Maybe it's just on the course count. No, it's strange. Do my head in trying to figure out what was going on there. So I'm going to let it run now because it's actually gone back further in waypoints. So let's tootle through. You need to go and empty the man again. And we've got to go and get that plough started as well. Now, what do you reckon an experienced farmhand, sort of mid-30s, would command as an annual salary in the UK? I've got no sense of what they're... Lots of bales on that field, indeed. Well, this field there won't be because it's a contract, John, but there would be if it were ours. Right, so average farm worker salary is 24,000 quid. Right. So I see that as a floor. Okay, I'm experienced up to 30. So the scenario here is, so we've got Paul off at rehab, and if you've been watching closely, you would have noticed that the cash doesn't go down when I use auto drive and horseplay because we haven't been auto deducting. So what I want to do is set up the daily deductions the same as we have used in the, or we used in the first series, so that we're effectively accounting for the salary that John, George, Ringo and Penny would draw. No, it wasn't. Thank you. Well spotted, sir. Where am I trying to go? I want you to go. We'll empty the harvester again while we're here. Then we'll go back and check what disaster befalls us in our own field. So what I'm thinking is we need to be drawing at least the minimum, and because they've come along a bit, they're not minimum salaried workers, but they can't take a full farm management overhead given the pickle that they're in. So I may be thinking from those figures, Marks, that maybe 30,000 each would be a salary that they could draw. So that means we need, so that works out at $2.5 grand a month. So we'll set that up over at, actually we can set that up down at George's place. He's kind of the financial brains of the operation. We'll duck down there and do that in a minute, and that means we can empty the truck that should be at the pig food factory if it hasn't managed to do it itself. Right, see, so it's not set to stop. I don't know why it did. We can make it a fraction over 30 if we want. Just depends what people think. So I'm not trying to arbitrarily cripple us or give us a free kick. I just want to sort of roughly add to the relative realism of the scenario. Yeah, it is an option on Courseplay, but I haven't changed the option on this harvester, and now it is running. Where are we? Automatic return, auto unload. I'm looking in the wrong option screen. Try that one. Stops while it's raining. Why can't I see? Stops unloading. Never mind. I know it's there somewhere, but my point is it was behaving differently to what it did before. I have to be in the harvester, but that's even more reason. So the setting hasn't changed yet. The first time it was stopped, the second time it wasn't. It's not behaving consistently. Goodo. We're almost finished this field anyway. Might depend on how close to the end of a row it is. Could do. That could be a reason. Now, that was the one job I wanted to turn on. Is about, as you can tell, halfway through the field. Probably a little more. Now, what are you doing? You're not unloading. So what have I done wrong? Unload the combine, yes. I did the same thing with this truck that I did with the one Mark spotted before. What are you doing? What can I get you to turn on? You are full. That's better. I don't want load, I want... That's what you tried to tell me before, John. Now this guy should be unloading the combine. And he hasn't got the correct. 124 Vario, right, that should take me to there. Why is that not? From misbehaving on the linkage and understeering woefully. Let's back you up when you've got all of that. I thought it was interesting in some of the FS25 stuff I've seen, people are gushing about the textures. Now it might just be me, but that texture looks like very similar to the crop textures we've been seeing in the clips so far. I'm not saying they haven't updated the textures, I'm just not sure that some of the pictures we're seeing, people aren't getting a bit carried away with them. Obviously we've got some new crops. Now, if I turn you on, what are you waiting for? No, you don't. You're not even showing on the active job list. Yeah, because you've turned off, that's why. Unload combine. Why are you not allowing me to? Very strange. Let's go down here and do the next job. So what we wanted to do over here was do our, we've almost finished transporting for a field we haven't started cutting. No, I can't do it from in there, can I? So we wanted tools and we wanted, where's it put them? Maybe they're in containers. What have I done with them? Have I got not got them loaded? That's very odd. Oh, there they are. Daily deductions. Right. Thought I had them. So we want 20, at least 2,500 a day. So that means we need one, two, two, and a 5. 1, 1, 1, 1. So that'll do the trick. And just because we're those sort of people, will put an extra 100. And what it means we can do, if I got really creative, I could put a little name plaque on the wall or have dolls or something. That's our basic salary packages. So now they'll get paid every month, which will just add to the burden what we've got. But with these contracts we're running, we should see the. Let's go back. Oh. You've managed to get yourself stuck. Because I'm using the wrong truck to come to this unload point. That's what the problem is. And it gets kicked out of that. And now you can go back to the fields. That will do. And then back in the field itself. Did all the 500 barrels get placed? You only saw 2 of them, Mark. Oh, an eagle eye looking. I hope so. I thought I put them all out, but I could have made a mistake. No worries, Mark. Nothing for me today. Let's check the one. Yeah. Oh, it was masked behind, but yes, we've got 1 green barrel for each one. 2 oranges and a brown. 2 oranges and a brown. Not the tidiest arrangement. But it's all sitting there, so that's all good. Let's jump up to find out what's going on with our... Let's go and empty you while we're here. We can roll forward a day shortly. Take us into the next strip. Yeah, so it'll only be another 3 or 4. We've just about finished the deliveries for field 168, I noticed. So, and there's probably another couple of truckloads to do for this field. Come on, let's get to the end. Very nice. I had dinner just before I started the stream. Piece of steamed fish and vegetables tonight. Very pleasant. Although the kitchen did smell a bit like a curry house. My son had been preparing his meals for the week. And apparently Rogan Josh was on the menu this week. Depends when and how, Mark. Now, let's just park you there. I did like the I had watched Argsy's little piece on the fact sheets, and I was quite pleased to see. Oh, geez, you're really not happy with this tractor on here, are you? I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with that hitch that I can see. But it's clearly creating issues. Oh, we're full. Goodness me. So you did manage to sort of empty. Where's our truck gone? I would have thought the truck would be back by now. Would help is far hard to find, of course. I can't see it approaching on the map. Oh, there it is. There's the brand. He's not that far away. He just went the long way round because I don't have this lane through here is very narrow, so I've only got it set up as a one-way strip, which means coming back from the factory, everything comes the long way round. But yes, I was quite pleased to see White joining as a brand. That'll be good. I don't mind international and agco equipment. Bit of variety. Because I only play in the virtual world, I don't have to let too many facts get in the way of a good story. Come on, where's that truck? It can't be far away. There he comes. I can just see him over the top of the hedge. That must be fun. Get a new kit to try out. Where's that truck gone? Here it comes. I'll stand in the middle of the road and flag him down, just in case he ignores me. Nope. Good. That's what I wanted to see. Now I don't trust you to actually manage to unload. So we'll take you off auto drive and fill you up ourselves. Too bad, you'll get a fair old load out of there. Can make your own way back. Meanwhile, we'll go on. Drive ourselves down to the harvester. And that way we'll try and avoid this little jackknifing situation. Sister combine to the New Holland CR11. It's a good question. I have no idea. Now, get you emptied. Now that's what I'd expect it to do. Wait at the end of the row when we're already unloading. Almost due to have a let's just park you over here, put you back on because you did manage to get a partial unload. We don't need to do milk tonight. What we will do is run over to the house and we'll jump forward a day just to keep time ticking on. I did finish feeding the cows. Go to 7 in the morning. And then we can run over to well, that sounds pretty cool. Those raised cabins they're putting on a lot of the new farm equipment are very impressive. And the things they can do with molded plexiglass. Quite amazing. What are you doing there? Just got yourself caught on the corner. It's always worth scrolling through to see what our trucks are up to. This prime mover on this trailer behaves much better than it did on the other trailer, interestingly. So this is the one I was having trouble with in the potato harvest. But having switched the prime movers, it seems to both trucks now work better, which is just interesting. An expected piece. Now, what do we got there? 83%. You are full. Send you off. Yep. So that was the trailer that I was having trouble with on the other one, but it seems to like this prime mover much better. So that's okay. We'll work with that. Don't need doing. We'll keep those bales there for the minute. Nothing to do at Penny's place right now. Haven't. Let's have a look at our productions. Make anything useful? We've finished processing uncut sugar beet, so just got the cut. So that's our last 250,000 litres of sugar beet. So we will get through it pretty close to the time we harvest the new crop. So that balance is not bad. Now we do have, I did bring some milk down. The sugar in the dairy is pretty much full, so we'll be selling our sugar from now on. In fact, we can go across here and stop distributing it. Just put it on spawn. And we were making good money from cheese and chocolate. We tend to make everything when we've got enough milk. We do need some more cows. And on the pig food front, we can make, we've got small amount of canola and we've got wheat now. So let's activate you. And you'll distribute straight up to the pig pens. So that's good. You're off to empty. And that's going to work pretty well. We just need, now we just need one of those naked workshop mods and some decor pieces to put in our workshop. That one, not very exciting. That one's even less exciting. That would at least give us the workshop area. Warehouse mods. Don't necessarily want to lift. Oh, it's a bit fancy. See, that's what I could have put back there, I guess. It's a bit big for this area. Oops. Sort of feels a bit oversized. Put something like that in, I guess. It would make no sense to put it out there. It's not really enough clearance in here with the way the roof structure's done. Don't think you'd be putting a lift platform that size, maybe. That's not, it's not really big enough for a tractor. I will do some investigation during the week and see if we can find some more decorative mods to keep us going up. How did you end up down there? Let's turn that off. You've managed to... I have no idea how that's happened. It'll be something that... Oh, now I've managed to get into the building. That's not good. That's what I was thinking, Mark. Oh, it's going to let me move it forward a fraction. have used it a few times here without incident. Yep, must have, because it's only got... It's not full anymore. I'm not in the trigger now because I'm embedded in the road. Don't. Okay, so we need to get a little bit creative here. Yeah, that was going to be my next move, but there is one option. Got to be able to see it. Maybe you can't because the building's there. Let's have a look. Step back. When in doubt, drive the truck out from underneath the building. It's kind of like a Superman play. Oops. What's ground level? Ground level's about. Hard to adjust from all the way up there. That's not bad. I've got no idea. They must be in the building, Mark. I didn't know they were there. Something in the model would be my guess, because there was nothing there when I placed it. And we'll stop using this truck for deliveries to here. But another use of that tricky little mod. Shame you can't configure this man with a push tray. Right, let's send you back. You're gonna have stuff to go and do. Everyone wants to be unloaded, so that's all the crop done for. Oh, we're now delivering again for field 89, which is good. So now we just got to get the crop off field 168, and that other contract will be complete. Which will work out quite nicely. And 168's right down near the east grain mill anyway, so it's a convenient spot to get to. Oh, crunch. go. Probably 2 hoppers on the harvester. You're on your way back. You will need some fuel. Got another trailer in there, don't I? I could potentially drop that there. Pretty sure I've got another trailer in Ringo's shed. If it's not in Ringo's shed, what's that down there? Yep, that looks like about the right speed. You need to be backed in right at the front. That's it. You're not a push either, but I thought I had a push trailer somewhere. Never mind. Send you across to 146 South. There's our ploughing is coming along nicely. As you can see, the plough needs a little bit of maintenance, which we'll do the next time we get back. You're full again. We don't have a truck to empty you in. Let's just have a look in our trailers complement, because there might be one hiding that I've forgotten about. Why can't I see trailers? I'm looking in the wrong spot. What's that? That's what we're using. That's the Forders. Yeah, we've got 2 beat ninjas. In fact, looking at this, we've got probably a slight excess of trailer capacity. What's the mega? The farm tech. That's what we need. Is that a... Ah, so that's... Have I got... I'm very confused. Got that. Whatever mod is upsetting the shop is back. I have not been able to narrow it down. What's this one? No, that's just a flat 4. There's no options there. So what did I just put on the... I thought I just put a farm tech on the... Oh, we got a bit of contention on the roadways. Where are we? One-way roads works every time. I thought they were on blue roads. Maybe it's not a blue road. I should check that. I thought they were supposed to wait until somebody finished before they got themselves tied up. Just watch your mirror there, champ. I don't move forward. Really? You couldn't see him? No, it's a keeper, right. It's not the one I thought it was. So the question is, where is that one mark? Where is it hiding? I suspect it. I know. We will go and investigate. The other truck will be stuck on the corner again, will he? No, he got through. We just need to invest in a couple of the right sort of trailers rather than what we've got, because we're going to have that pig food factory for a long time. And we're going to have lots of stuff to drop there. You can make it. Come on, sneak through there. Thinking where this other trailer will be is down in the bottom yard. It's the one, isn't it? That's the one we want. But it's got a... Can I tow it with the truck? That's the question. Yep, I'm pretty sure I put the correct hitch on. We've got the ag tires, so we shouldn't make too much of a mess. There we go. Just like I bought one. That's the one you meant, isn't it, Mark? Might as well take the load out of the harvester and get him back running. Oh, you've decided to wake up all of a sudden. Pretty sure you're full. Oh, unless you just emptied the other truck that was there, that's also a possibility. Might be working properly now. Which means we've got another truck full of grain. Not clever enough. Mind. I'll park you over on the side because it looks like our auger wagon is actually working properly now. I'll park him somewhere where he's got a straightish sort of run. We might be good. Now let's go and get some baler and we can start dealing with some straw. Guys are under control-ish. What do we want to use for the baler? Exactly, Mark. It likes to get off those headlands. Okay, this tractor is the one that needed the maintenance, and I've got a sneaky suspicion I parked it here because it needs a lot. Youch. 34 grand. Oh, well, still got 16 hours to the next service, but nonetheless, 17 hours, 17,000 just on maintenance. It's a bit ugly. So we won't be worrying about that for the moment. We got that all. You will actually pull that baler all right, I think. That is a very ugly repair cost, yes. You won't pull that baler all right, because I think we need 200 horses to pull you. Let's just have a look. Balers. No. Baler, 275 horses. Vultura's got to be floating around here somewhere. Especially when you combine it to, with the major service that's also due. Just all in all unpleasant. It's just... put you away. Stick you over there in the corner of the shed. Don't have to squeeze you right up against the wall, I guess. Ah. That's better. Let's pick up the weight for the front of this. I don't know where I've left it. Here, maybe? Oh, we might be lucky. It's looking decidedly green. 1100's probably... Oh, that wasn't the one I wanted. That'll do. It did even flip it for me. I will never understand how it works out. The tracks that it follows. You can't back up along the same line you drove out. Man, it's like it moves sideways. Yeah. You're probably right, Mark. Yeah, probably right. There's certainly some things that since we consolidated or incorporated the farms into a single business, we've got duplication on pieces of equipment, and we haven't straightened that out. Before we go and create bales that will get in the way, let's see if we can sort out. Yeah, there are way too many trailers. What I think I'm going to do, in fact, we can take care of that now. Where's the man? Because the man truck's not helping. That tip truck is just, there's too many situations where it's not a useful combination. And we do, as you say, we have plenty of trailers. Where's he gone? He's probably gone down and got stuck again, is he? Get over there. Yep. This time he didn't get stuck in the wall, though. Or did he? We'll empty him out. $8,000. Come on. Time to flog it. That's a good idea. Let's... that's a very good idea. So we want to go to the shop. Don't need to fill you up. So you can do that. You need to go and empty our man over here. Stretch it out. Crunch, 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 crunch. %. Like quite. I might get all the rest of this field in this truck. We'll see. Where are you? We haven't started you back up again. Not doing you. I'm not going to run the risk of creating bales that get in everybody's way, but I am ready to bail. He's unloading properly, so that's good to see. And there is grain in there. Excellent. So stuff is actually working the way it's supposed to. Let's have a look at our trailer situation. We've got 2 animal trailers, one for pigs and one for cows, which we haven't had to use yet, or where we are in the story, but they will be in use in the not too distant future. Of course, got to keep your brain busy. So that was our old auger wagon. When we get it working, this is the second large auger wagon we've had. The first one didn't work out so well. 5 children, 5 balls, exactly. And we're only sort of got 4 balls working because Paul's still off at rehab. But I'm guessing we can get him back in the rotation shortly. Now, so we realistically, we don't need these dinky little ones. And they're not even worth the trouble to drive them up to the shop. Just flog them, I don't think. Now, the old Marshall feels like it belongs. That belongs. The dry body is on the truck. That we use. The Beat Ninjas we use. When we've got multiple harvests going, we actually need carry capacity. Particularly if we're bringing sugar beet in at the same time we're doing other stuff. So I'm not too concerned. We'll probably get away with only 1 Beat Ninja, but it is handy to have 1 at George's and 1 at Paul's. So we might just hang that, hold on to those for the minute. Mulches. We've got 2 auger wagons. There's cars, forklifts, tellies, wheel loaders. The rest of the stuff, we're going to sell 1 truck. We'll get rid of this one. So that the rest of it's just the size of our operation, really. 4 little tractors. We do have a suite of mediums. And then 1 large. Oh no, we've got 4 large. The fast track. That's the expensive one that we're about to service. Possibly over-tracted, but I'm hoping we'll grow into that rather than anything else. Now let's see here. We are... Let's have a look at our next contract. For the field that we've delivered for but haven't taken the crop off yet is here. So that'll be quite convenient because it's just a short trundle across here to drop it off, because it can go, the crop off there will go very close to going, well, some of it will go to the sell point, but the rest will just go straight into the pig food factory. This is where we're doing the jobs at the minute. We've got another one over the road, another one up here, so plenty of work to be going on with. Yeah, the combine's doing well now. The truck here is full, which is what I was waiting for. So now you can go to here comes the sun, pig food factory unload. Oops, it's not canola, it's wheat. You should be good, hopefully. If you don't get stuck. Have you got enough horsepower? Should be all right. Might just be that corner's just a little tight on that course coming out of there. That's a good point, Mark. Let's jump down there and have a look. Oops. Let's try going to the right spot. That might be the pallets that we saw when we lifted it up. I need a vehicle. I'm pretty sure I said at a reasonable distance through. Good evening, Grant. Welcome along, sir. Great to see you. We've been having much fun creating a shambles and then repairing it. Levitating buildings and the whole lot. Now let's just see where this... It's probably going to be too close. I'd say there, it's definitely going to be too close. Good call, Mark. Is that going to be maybe? Maybe just give him a bit more. See how that goes. Gearbox in this Rumbler van over revs terribly. Given that it's empty. But I did feel that all the kids needed to have a personal vehicle. Now we're going for sugar. Good. Remember parking you all the way in there, but just fill you up like so. I'll get out of there. Come on, inch away. And around we go. I haven't done anything to the cell point down here, so it'll still be at the wrong height. I just thought it was a good opportunity to get a pallet of sugar while we were there. And job done. Probably with 12 tons on the 12,000 litres on the pallet, we should center it properly, but let's not get too scientific. Oh. Truck route still brings him through here. Good to know. Getting a bit of wheel slip there with a full trailer, I must. Where are you trying to tip that? That's not what we want. You're going to the wrong cell point. That's why you're here. Let's try that again. Don't know if I can get you there from here. Where are you going to go? Now will he line up, he says. Line's not bad. Oh, and it unloads. Just like we planned it. Nice job, Mark. So with that small victory, we might leave it there for this evening, folks. I've enjoyed your company. Thanks very much for popping in and saying hi. Until next time, which will be Thursday night, I hope everyone has a great week. Stay safe, and thanks for watching. See ya.